for people who aspire to do great things, sometimes who don't know their greatness and don't see their greatness, don't understand their greatness. Every morning on WBOK, he helps us to know how great we are. He helps us to better understand the issues that face this city and what they mean to us, this community and communities across New Orleans. He is a leader. He is a great man. He's got a great heart and a great passion for peace in our communities and helping people to find their way. Please give him a very, 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 very warm welcome. You all know him, we all know him, and we all love him, Mr. Oliver Thomas. Bingo!
Well, I already heard some ladies saying, let me pull up a chair. You know, time is of the essence. The mosquitoes are biting. I'm not going to be too long, but I'm going to say some things that I think that we need to say. First of all, thank God, anytime he gives us opportunity to get together. I tell people all the time, they got a lot of people who wake up in the morning with frowns on their face.
Yes.
Like if God gets you up, that's enough to have a smile on your face. Yes. The opposite of getting up is what? Not getting up. So anytime you get up, every minute, every second, every hour, every day, week, month before, no matter what's happening in your life, you have a chance to make it better. Let's give Katrina Peters a big old hand. On behalf of all the ghosts and the souls of my family. Now, a lot of people think I'm from Uptown. You heard me? But I'm not. I'm from Lower 9, CTC, across that canal. You heard me? Rob used to walk me to school when I was a little boy into the park. And when I came to the Upper 9, I used to stay by Dow Joseph and them when I was playing ball at Bunny Fair Playground. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So night walk run all through my veins. And the thing I always loved about this community was that we looked out for each other. We looked out for each other. Now, Sula said something that was extremely important. There are a lot of people that they're looking for some mathematical equation. They're looking for somebody to fall from out the sky or behind a tree. They're looking for some politician. They're looking for some police officer. They're looking for somebody to save us. But every time you look in the mirror, before you ever see any of that, who you look at?
Look at the man in the mirror.
So even if that person was come and get you, the first thing you see is who? Is you. So we're the solution to everything. Whether it's violence, whether it's building strong families, whether it's loving our community. And let me say this. I come from a time where family meant something. Family meant something. Community meant something. And family wasn't just the folk that was in your house. Because when God said train up a child in the way that he should go, and when they're old, you want to depart from it, what's the most significant word in that phrase? God said a child. He didn't say your child. So if you're so good with your children, your children, I forgot, I'm supposed to be important. If you're so good with your children, then don't talk about the little bad boy and girl up the street. Give them some of what made your children good. Share that. And then one other thing I'm going to say, so when Sula talked about love, Neely Fuller Jr., late Dr. Amos Wilson, some great intellectuals and psychiatrists in our community, said there's a way we can solve all our problems. Obama ain't got to do it, Mitch ain't got to do it, Chief Harrison don't have to do it. It's our own code of conduct. What's wrong with us smiling with each other? What's wrong with us greeting each other in love? What's wrong with us getting some of the profanity out of our communication? What's wrong with us just respecting our women? What's wrong with us being more than baby mamas and baby daddies, but being mothers and fathers? Those things are in our control. And if I tell you like my late father used to say, real big old from the Lower 9, you know what I'm saying? Across that canal, see, I'm from the 9 and don't mind. Lord, I'm glad, Rob, I'm glad we changed our mind about that part. I'm from the Lower 9 and don't lose. But we was all foolish at one time too. My father used to always say, if you're waiting on a person who messed it up to straighten it up, you might be waiting a long, 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 long time. And then for those of us who want to talk about the young people, look, I love to be comfortable. When I was coming up, I looked foolish too. Rob, I had 3 plaques down the middle of my head with 2 on the side. with a pick with a power sign sticking straight out the middle, looking like I'm plumb crazy. With the cowhide belt, with the monogram, with the bucks. Now we had on our silk undershirt. It wasn't really silk, we couldn't afford it. It was polyester. Shirt wide open so you could see that it matched, right? Now we wasn't foolish enough to have our pants all the way down because we know that wasn't sanitary. We know that. But I still look like I was foolish. So we worried about how the kids look instead of what's in their inside. We all did some foolish stuff when we were coming up. But if we can love them up, we don't have to worry about their behavior. Now I'm about to shut this thing down. Katrina, the mayor was uptown. I just left uptown. He said to tell his sister he may not make it down here, but he always has to explain to his wife how much he loves you. And he said to let you know that he is here with you, but he was doing that big press conference and stuff that he had to do. And he said specifically to tell you, you're one of the greatest women God ever put on this earth. Amen. And before we're gonna recite something before I leave. My good friend Caroline Fayard said that, she said to tell you, there's a woman running for president. She is a female, is running for the U.S. Senator. But the greatest women in our community are the women here who are here every day. Right. Others may have a title, but they're not more important than you are. That's right. Now we're gonna shut this thing down. I want y'all to repeat after me. Some people think changing the world is complicated. It's really not. Y'all ready? If there's righteousness in your heart, there'll be beauty in your character. If there's beauty in your character, there'll be harmony in your home. If there's harmony in your home, there'll be order in your nation. And if there's order in your nation, there's gonna be peace in your world. You can start inside. One person's heart. And change the entire world.
And change the entire world.
We had to sit down too long.